Hi, it's Anne here, and today's video is my monthly buys and buys video. So this is basically the video where I go through a monthly haul, so everything I bought in the past month, and compare it to everything that I say goodbye to, or monthly empties to see what's coming in, what's going out. This year it's been pretty flex. I haven't really had any hard limits on what's coming in, what's coming out. I think I've been a little more restricted overall on purchases compared to a few previous years, compared to last year for sure. So let's just get straight into the buys. It's going to be a pretty quick and easy one. If you saw I posted on my Reels, my YouTube Shorts. I also posted on TikTok. I never post over there, but I was like, let's post it here too. What I got in the Sephora sale, and it was what I bought in store. So I did a order online, pick up in store, and for me, that worked great. I've never done that before, and it was so quick and so easy. I think I lucked out when I hit the store when I went to pick up my order that it was not busy. I think if it had been busy, that probably would have been a pain in the butt. But anyway, let's quickly go through that order. So the first thing I picked up was this little kit from Supergoop. It's not the best in terms of value. You can definitely buy cheaper sunscreens. I do really like the Neutrogena, I forget what it's called, but they have one that's a sort of dry formula, so it's not greasy on your face. And anyway, but it's bigger, and these are all mini, so they're great for travel. They're great for throwing in my bag. I do know I like the Unseen sunscreen, and I'm excited to try the other two. I haven't even pulled these out of the box yet. They will probably stay in the box until springtime when I will pull them out and start using them. Yeah, pretty happy to have this. Kind of pricey. Again, I know it's not the best value, but for me, sometimes it's about personal value, and this has really good personal value for me. And the next thing is a repurchase. This is the One Size Until Dawn Mattifying Waterproof Setting Spray. I just have a mini of this. I was going to buy the jumbo size, and it wasn't on sale. It was already sold out by the time I could order because I'm just VIB. And then I was like, maybe I get the mini because I just like to use this for special occasions. And I was like, no, I really want the full size. I really want to be able to use this day to day. I still have my mini. There's still some usage left in that. If that runs out before my next trip, I will repurchase just the mini because I do really like traveling with it. I also have a mini Charlotte Tilbury, so I might hold off on buying that. But I do feel like this really works. Like I said, I had the mini I took to Vegas with me. And if you've ever been to Vegas, it's real hot. It is a bit more of a dry heat, but it's still hot. Sweating a whole lot, and I felt like my face makeup stayed pretty good until the end of the day. So I do really like this product. I don't want to say I like it more than the Urban Decay because I do feel like this can be I feel like my skin, it feels a bit drying on my skin. So I don't like to use it as a daily one, but yeah, I do really like this. It's a nice product. Speaking of Urban Decay, this actually was not in my pickup order because it wasn't available in store, so I had to order this online and get it sent. Again, this is my favorite all-time tippy-toppy everyday setting spray. I feel like it works. Is it foolproof? No, my face, the makeup will still wear as the day goes on, but it's still better than not using it. And I did buy a 2-pack 2 years ago, so one of these will last me a year. I mean, I have other ones, so they last me a little bit longer. But yeah, this for me is a good value buying the double pack, because I forget how much the individual one is of these, but it's basically it's not quite 2 for 1, but it's a pretty good deal once you get the discount on top of it as well. So yeah, this is a tried or true, probably one of the longest products I've ever used when I started doing real full makeup. When I started doing actually buying stuff from Sephora and stuff, venturing outside of the drugstore, this is probably one of the first products I've ever purchased. So tried and true for me. And that they're this will feel super random to people that I picked this up. This is something that I've been meaning to pick up for a long time, and it's just been I'll get it next time, and I don't know, for some reason I just remembered to get it this time, and it's the Sephora Cream Lip Stain. I had been looking for it actually in the springtime, and it wasn't available. I think they reformulated these, so I hope this is as good as the previous one. I did play with it already, and it's quite nice. It's a very, very dark black. I think the shade is, what's it called, Nightbird. So it is a black. Kind of already past the season for wearing this, but I'm really excited to have this black. I've always wanted a black lip product. I don't have any black lip products. I'm also contemplating buying I think e.l.f. has a lipstick in their lipstick line that's black, because it'd be nice to have just a regular lipstick as well as a liquid lipstick, because I'm not always a big liquid lipstick fan. But yeah, I'm super, super happy to have this. So Yeah, it seems like a bit of a random buy because I didn't talk about this in my like wish list, and I feel like I've maybe briefly mentioned it at some point in the past, but it's not something I talked about regularly. It is a fun product for me. It's not a daily wear, but I like to throw in a weird lip color every once in a while. I don't do it very often, but it's something that I enjoy. And it's not weird, it's black. Sometimes you just need to go for a black lip color because that's what the mood calls for. And the last thing I purchased was this Vegamore hair serum. I just wanted to show it in the packaging because it's very pretty. I love this packaging. It's just like a cardboard. Like, how cute is that? It's just like, it's the most efficient packaging I've seen in like a very long time. I mean, I wish I could think of what to do with this. I mean, I guess you could use it as like a little mini brush holder or something. That's maybe something you could use it for like travel, or just like if you have little mini brushes, keep them in there. I don't know if you can. Yeah, you can probably get that top bit out. There's like a little spongy thing in the top for the lid. Anyway, I'm not going to do that. It's a great idea, but I'm probably not going to do that. I've only used this a few times, so I can't really say this is going to be a long-term thing. We're going to have to see what it does over the long term. The challenge that I'm going to have with this is figuring out how to put it in my routine. I generally wash my hair at night, but then I want to put like this on as like overnight. Like I want to get full maximum use out of it. Because the one thing I have found, I've played with it again about 3 or 4 times now, and it definitely leaves a film. Like it's definitely kind of like greasy. It looks greasy. You can see it in your hair. I haven't tried it with my hair being damp, like straight out of the shower, putting it a little bit on my scalp, but we'll see how it goes. And again, I'm not exactly sure how to use this. So I've just been taking the dropper and kind of mostly going down the center of my head and like the crown, like sort of like this middle part here, and then along the front of my hair. I feel like, oh, and like this section back here. So when I talked about picking this up and I put it in my, like, a few people commented, like, there's not a lot of comments or talk about hair loss for women. I feel like it's starting to get a bit better, but it was funny. I was in the office and we were in a meeting and the camera was like at this like weird angle where I was sitting, and oh my god, I looked bald because my hair, like, I don't know, it was like parted funny, like you could see like that part, and it was just like, oh my god, what is going on there? And it made me think about, now I kind of understand why when we were younger, a lot of older ladies like my mom, they always like curled their hair and poofed it up, because then you couldn't really see that ever. Like it gave you, your hair couldn't look thin if you kind of poofed it up, or at least it masked it a little. But yeah, I was just like, holy crap. So yeah, I've been kind of putting it like on that spot there too, on the sides, like so, sort of like right here, across here, this sort of like area around the top. I don't bother putting it like anywhere else. But yeah, I still haven't quite figured out how to play with this yet, but we'll see. And again, it's hard to say. I also take biotin. I've started taking biotin, I would say, in the springtime. Well, summertime. I started taking it in the summertime. So, you know, I know it's not great science to do multiple variables, but we're just doing it anyway. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's a nice product. It doesn't smell, it has like 0 scent whatsoever. Yeah. It smells maybe a little alcohol-y in the bottle, but I can't smell it when I put it on my head at all, which I really appreciate. I think it would be, if I liked the scent, it would be okay, but if I really didn't like the scent, that would be a big detractor for using this product. So we'll see how that goes. And then I have one other item that I bought, but it's not here. I bought a wet brush. I actually ended up buying the kids' wet brush because the adult wet brush at Walmart here is like, it was $17 or $18. And I was like, I wanted to spend like $10, $12 on a brush. Like, that's what I was, you know, when you have a price in your head and then you go to the store and you're like, that was way more expensive than I thought it was going to be. So I have a wet brush here in the city, but I don't have one at home, at my family home. I've been meaning to buy one. I have a small brush there that's kind of okay. And I have like a little mini one for travel, but I want to keep that for travel and not like forget it at my family home. So it's like, just buy a brush that I can keep there. So I did end up buying the kids wet brush. So it's like kind of an in-between size. It's not as big as the full size. It's like, I was like, you know, I got a tiny head anyway, so I don't need the big brush. It's fine. I will say I feel like the big brush is a little bit better. So I might cave eventually and buy the big brush. But anyway, it was $12.97 for the kids size. And like I said, it's kind of like an in-between size from the mini to the full size. So that was all that I bought, but I did want to mention I had a lovely subscriber sent me a little Sephora gift that I just like. I'm gonna get emotional, so let's not get emotional. Let's just be like, it's the sweetest thing. I've had a few of you guys send me stuff, and I just like, you don't need to send me stuff, but man, it feels so good to get like a little appreciation gift. And this is something that I almost bought. So it's a good thing I didn't buy. I was actually looking at the 2 kit. This is the 4 kit. But my lovely subscriber sent me this. I hope she doesn't mind. I'm going to call her out. And I realized I don't know your actual name. Sounds terrible. But your Instagram handle is Foo Pans. A lot of you guys will already know Foo Pans because if you're in the panning community, she's very active on Instagram, does great posts, keeps me motivated when I see her posts on her updates for her projects. But yeah, she sent me this. Like, is this not so lovely? I love the Kaoli scents. I think I've talked about that. Like when I bought the one last year, I was like, man, I'm definitely interested in buying more of these. And then with this set, there's 4 of them. So this is the one I think I already have this one in the travel size, but it's like almost done. It's the one that survived the great crash of 23 when all of my perfumes crashed on the floor. I don't know if I ever explained what happened with that, but there was a water issue and the walls were shaking so much from the pipes that it knocked everything off my shelf. So yeah, it's like I should have charged that back to my condo building. Damages. Anyway, these are beautiful little bottles. Look how cute they are. And they are spray bottles. Top notch. So to me, I would definitely say if you're looking at something giftable and you think somebody will like these scents, I mean, there's more than outside. This is the vanilla set, the Vanilla Obsessions. Vanilla Obsessed, that would be me. There are obviously other scents, but yeah, very, very giftable and not overwhelming to buy the minis. There is a kit that has this one and I think vanilla candy maybe. It's got two vanillas in them. So this one, I'll go through the scents of this and I'll kind of try and describe them. I'm not a fragrance YouTuber, so I'm not great at this. But this is the Vanilla 28. So on their website, I'm just going to read what it says. It says, the vibe, sweet, addictive, and warm. Fragrance family, warm and spicy. Scent type, warm and sweet gourmands. Keynotes, vanilla orchid, tonka absolute, and brown sugar. So if you know somebody that likes warm vanilla sugar from Bath & Body Works, this is it. This is like definitely the perfume version of that. To me, this is like a signature scent for me. I could actually see myself buying this like in a full size at some point. It's definitely very sweet though. Like it's a very sweet fragrance. The second one is Vanilla Royale Sugared Patchouli. This one's probably my least favorite. It's nice, but to me this is like, it reminds me of like the Marc Jacob Decadence. Not in scent, but in type for me. I really like the Marc Jacob Decadence, which fell in the Great Fall. But it was a scent that I didn't want to wear all the time. So the notes of this one are the vibe, boozy, bougie, and intoxicating. I'll just read the keynotes. Vanilla Sur, Absolute, Royal Oud, and Sugared Patchouli. So this one definitely has that mature, more of a musky scent. Yeah, definitely more of a mature nighttime. Definitely boozy. It's one that smells better on me when it dries down. I'm trying not to rub them together because I'm going to put some more on this side. It's one that smells better on me when it dries down. And to me, this is like night out, like Christmas dinner time, New Year's Eve, that kind of a scent. So it's more of an irregular scent for me. But again, I like that vanilla-y scent to it that to me brings it back to not being too mature or too, I don't know, too stuffy. Sometimes scents, and it's not old lady scent either. It's just sometimes certain scents to me are like too mature. I sometimes just feel like I'm super immature. Next up is Vanilla Cocoa. This one is like tippy-toppy, pretty equivalent to the Vanilla 28 for me. The vibe for this one is warm, sensual, and dreamy. The key notes are jasmine, coconut, and vanilla bourbon. Again, has a little bit of that boozy scent to it, but I don't know, it's just, this one to me is a bit more everyday, but like still, I'm trying to think of what this reminds me of. Like if you like the Vanilla Romance kind of scent, or the, what is that, Vanilla Woods, the 7 Virtues Vanilla Woods, you would like this one. It's got more of that earthy smell to it almost. I think that's the jasmine coming out maybe. Yeah, this one, like, again, it's a favorite to wear. Like, I'm really enjoying this one, and I can see myself pulling this out, like, through wintertime. Again, cold days, very warm, very cozy. And then this one might be my tippy top favorite. I haven't quite decided. I'm also very much like, one day something will be a favorite, and then the next day another one will be a favorite. But this one, which I am surprised because I'm generally not a super sweet, although I do like the warm vanilla sugar, but that's like the only one that I like that's sweet. This one's sweet, but I don't know, there's something really pretty about this one. It's the Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar, and the vibe is sugary, delightful, and tempting. Keynotes are candied pear, bubblegum, and rock sugar. I don't know why I like this one so much. I don't know what it is about it. And it is, like, it's very sweet. But there's something, it's just so pretty. Like, it's a pretty scent. Like, if I could give it, like, a color, this is, like, pretty and pink. That bubblegum, I think it's the bubblegum that I don't know, it's almost a nostalgic scent to me. And again, very everyday for me. And this would be like year round every day. Like, I could definitely see myself wearing this in the summer. And I'm not sure how well this is going to pick up on camera. But the bottle on this one is so pretty. It's so hard to describe. It's like a purple iridescent. I really don't know if that picks up on camera as it does in person. But yeah, this is a beautiful set. Perfect set for me. Like, too good for me. I don't deserve this. But I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. I need to figure out where I can put these. I want to put them somewhere that I can display them a little bit so they're in a nice place. But yeah, thank you, Miss Foo Pans. I really appreciate it. I really, really appreciate this. Such a nice gift. Like I said, way too good for me, but I will definitely cherish it. And yeah, now I smell lovely. Like, you can combine them all too. I mean, I was doing that the other day. I think I wore the cocoa and the vanilla 28, the regular one, and I was just like, I enjoy this. I enjoy this layering. Yeah, all of them, they all smell really good. But yeah, that candy sugared one just really surprised me that I really, really enjoyed that. So that is my buys. I did want to include that in the buys because I didn't actually put the money in there and spend it, but if I had spent it, I want to have that price in there because I've talked about that with, even when I've gotten the few PR things that I have gotten, I've put their value in my list of things as well because it gives a better perspective. Like, had I bought full price everything that I have, this would be the value. So, speaking of numbers, for the month of November, I spent $307.66 with a retail value of $394.18, and I brought in 13 items. So not bad. Like, $300 was kind of pretty pricey. It's probably one of my more expensive November months. I felt like when I picked up the box and I was like, oh my god, there's so little here and I spent so much money from Sephora. And I was like, but I like everything I got. And like certain things like this was obviously very expensive. Or like buying two at once, a little more expensive. But I mean, those are like $30-$40 now for just one. So that's everything I bought. Oh, there is one more thing that I did buy. Well, a few things. A quick little scan, quick little show and tell. I did pick up a few things for giveaways, so stay tuned. I'm gonna have maybe two or three giveaways. Depends on how I can divide things up. Definitely two. There might be a third. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. So let's get into the good buys. Okay, my empties are not super stellar, but they're pretty good this month. And I have no declutters and I have no other items to show. I don't think I do have one candle that's getting close. I probably should just finish it out. It's one of those things, well, it's coffee and whiskey. I do have a backup, so it's okay. I can finish it. Y'all know that's like my favorite scent. I went obsessed with coffee and whiskey last year. I'm trying to dial it back. But anyway, let's just get into the empties. So quick little packet sample here. This is Nacific, like Pacific, Phyto-Niacin Whitening Sleeping Mask. Now I think like whitening, I think that's like a controversial thing. I really can't say anything about it because I also do self-tanning. So, and again, whitening, not really anything for me. It was just like a moisturizing mask. It was a very tiny sample. I got one use out of it, so I can't really comment on anything about this product other than I didn't hate it. This one's a funny one. So I've been going through my samples and I'm trying to like finish stuff out. Like I said in my last update, I've been like, my little samples like box is getting pretty slow or getting pretty slim. There's not a lot in there. So we're trying to like pull out all the things that are like, that I just don't get around to using. This is a tiny little body soap it's actually in my shower now, so it's not quite finished, but I've got the box here because that's how I was doing it with my other ones. It's like if I put the soap in the shower and had the box in my empties, we counted it early. And then when I'd replace the soap, the next one would, I don't know if I'm making sense. You know what I'm saying. So anyway, this one's a Paul Mitchell Refreshing Citrus Face and Body Bar. I think I stole this from Niagara Falls. So I've had this for a while. So that guy is in my shower right now. This guy, the KP Bump Eraser. I feel like a younger me would have really wanted this. Actually, I shouldn't say that. I know a younger me would have wanted this. I definitely used to experience a lot of bumps on the back of my arms, like to the point where I used to have a lot of scarring, and because I like used to pick at it. I know it's so gross. And then I ended up doing IPL, and that like saved my arms. I also think I was getting like acne from when I danced and like all the hairspray and stuff and sweat getting into my arms. I think I was getting acne. And so when I like kind of got most of that cleared out and then I did IPL, it just like, I never got the acne back. And I feel like the bumps kind of went, not fully away, but definitely went down. So this was nice to have. If I got a sample of it, cool. But I wouldn't really go out of my way to buy this because it's not a huge issue for me going forward. Not going forward. For right now. For my life now. I get little bumps here and there every once in a while, but it's not to like the level it used to be. It's definitely a very scrubby scrub. It reminds me of, remember the Neutrogena facial scrub? It's like that, like a very gritty, like paste type scrub. Definitely I would recommend it though if this is something you've been on the fence for and you think you want to try it. 100% would say go for it. I do think you can buy a mini of this. This was, I want to say Point Burke. Finished one more face mask. I forgot about these and I need to like kick myself into gear and finish these up. It'd be really nice to finish out all my face masks this year that I have. It's not going to happen because I think I still have like 4 or 5 of these and it's just too many. But I do have like a clay mask and a peel off mask. I think I'm pretty close to finishing the peel off mask, and the clay mask I'm pretty sure I'm close to finishing too. So those two I'm going to aim to finish. So hopefully you'll see those two in my next empties. I've talked about this. This is from the brand The Masquerade, and it's the brightening pineapple jelly mask. And it's like, it works. It's so weird. Like, after you use it, your face is bright. I'm like, I don't understand. I mean, I don't think it's any sort of long-term thing. There must be some sort of anti-redness property in this, but I don't know what that is. I should, like, dig into the ingredients of this. Try and find that out. One more mini in here. This was the Midnight Amber Glow. So I bought this when I was going on my trip to Disneyland. So that's 2 years ago. So I finally finished this guy out. I am not going to keep this particular package because I do have 2 or 3 more minis. I think 2 more minis. And I do want to keep one of them around for the packaging, but this one can go and I'll keep one of the other ones around for travel because I do like this little size. It's great to refill. I did refill, I don't think it was this one, but I have refilled these before and I do really like this size for travel. I remember some of the old ones, these used to like pop open, but I didn't have that issue with this. So I think whatever that looseness used to happen doesn't seem to happen anymore. At least I've been pretty lucky that doesn't happen anymore. So yeah, I really like this scent. I really wish they'd bring this back. I kind of want to buy this in a body spray. If it comes back, I would buy it in a body spray. I'd prefer it in a mini because again, it's one of those scents that I wouldn't wear regularly, but it's a scent to like layer and really nice, like again, evening kind of scent. Let's just dive into more Bath & Body Works. And again, the same scent, Midnight Amber Glow. Finish this guy out. Again, I enjoyed it. I would repurchase this one for sure. This was the body lotion from Bath & Body Works in Fresh Coconut and Cotton. This was like a surprise sleeper for me. So in the bottle, it doesn't, like it smells nice. I like the scent, but when I put this on my skin, I don't know how to describe it, but it's like magical. The scent, I don't know, transforms and it smells so good. It reminds me of any sort of like, and I mean, this is not scent like similar at all, but like how clean skin fragrance scents, and I'm pretty sure it probably glossy at you. I don't have that, but like it's like my skin, like my skin scent comes through, but it smells like fresh, but not like water fresh, like just like clean fresh, but not too laundry-ish either. I don't know. It just works so well for my skin. I definitely want to buy the lotion again. If I see the lotion, I'm definitely picking it up. Might pick up too. I don't know if I'd pick this up in any other line. Again, sometimes fragrances in these like Bath & Body Works don't translate well in other things. I wouldn't mind getting, I think they might have this in a candle. I know they did have a body spray in this, but again, I don't know if this would translate into body spray. I do want to try that though. If I find that body spray, and it's on sale, I'm not paying full price, but if it's in like Body Care Day or semi-annual sale and I do see it, I potentially might pick it up because this scent was just, I could just like get rid of all of my other products and just use this. Well, I do like body cream, like I do like these on my legs, especially in the wintertime, but I use this more like on my arms, and summertime, I'm definitely transitioning more to lotions in the summertime, and like quick days, like if I'm in a rush, the lotion is just, it's a little easier, it's a little faster, but yeah, there's just something about this. I'm like again, when I smell it it doesn't do anything for me when I smell it in the bottle, but as soon as I put it on my skin, it transforms. It's magical. Hair dye, obviously. I finished this one. This was the Adore brand pink blush. I wouldn't purchase this one again. I think I would go back to using the, what was it, Virgin Pink I think I bought from, I like Arctic Fox. I really like Arctic Fox hair dyes. I think they last a little bit longer. This one fades pretty fast. I mixed it with a tiny bit of Purple AF. It was funny because it definitely like fades faster on the parts of my hair that are like virgin hair, but the Purple AF stayed a little bit. So like this part of my hair was like shimmering in purple for a while. It's a little bit better now. It's like I was getting this two-tone thing happening. And it does fade much warmer on the top of my hair because the base is warmer than the bottom of my hair, where the base is like, it's been toned and it's cooler, and that's why it stays a little bit more. The ends are drier, they've been toned, so the color does stick around a little bit more. I've gotten to the point where I'm just like washing my hair. For the first couple weeks, I'm like washing my hair in cold water, like super gentle with it. After about 2 weeks, I'm like, okay, let's just wash our hair like normal, let it fade out. Yeah, I don't think I would purchase this one again. I think I would stick with my Arctic Fox. And then my last 3 products are makeup products. First one's going to be no surprise because this was in my project pan. I finally finished the Estee Edit, the Edgiest Kohl. It's funny, I was going to be like, I'm going to have to like guesstimate the price of this and try and figure out how much it cost. I found a Reddit post that referenced the kit that this came in, and it was a Canadian, so the prices were in Canadian, so that was awesome. I also did find another blog post that had the price of this. It was $26 retail, like no wonder why this brand failed. And it was like Kendall Jenner, Kylie Jenner. It was a Jenner thing. I didn't know that. So yeah, not sad. Sad, not sad that it died. I'm not sad. So yeah, it was $26 apparently. So yeah, I was able to find good proper pricing for this to figure out my numbers. So that was really nice. But yeah, obviously not repurchasing that because it doesn't exist anymore. I think that brand lasted like 2 years and that was it. This will be a surprise pan. The lip liner that I was like, I'm just going to declutter it, you know, whatever. I started using it and like sharpening it. The inside came right out, like completely out. And like I was trying to sharpen it and the inside came out and it broke. And I was like, oh, it's not salvageable. Like we cannot use it. So I'm actually going to call this an empty because like look how far down I did get to it. I did finish quite a bit of this product. If I had not used a whole lot of it and like it went bad on me, that's when I call it sort of like a declutter. But if I've given it a good old college try here and finished most of it, even though like I couldn't finish it all the way to the end, I'm gonna call it as an empty because I feel like I did a pretty good job on that. So this was the shade Contempo. I don't know if I said that, from ColourPop. And then this one again is a new surprise pan. I wouldn't know about this one. This was the Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme. This was a mini. This was also from a lip kit from Sephora that had 5 items in it. And I was using this sort of like in the morning. I would like as I get ready, do my skincare, I would throw this on as like a lip plumper while I'm getting ready. I did pull the stopper out of this as well. So I was going, I did my best on this guy. I don't know how well you'd be able to see. Because this product, it's not actually super, I don't know if it's going to focus on it. There we go. It's like got an iridescence to it, but this bottle is like super clear. If you have this product, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's got sort of like a purpley, pinky iridescence to it. I finished this baby out. I would repurchase this. I'm one of those weird people that like lip plumpers. And I do like the extreme, like the Too Faced Extreme. Like it works. It's definitely spicy. Sometimes I have to be careful though. I kind of keep it closer to the middle because if I go too close to the edge of my lip, like my whole face will start getting red. So you gotta keep it close to the middle. But right now I'm gonna hold off on purchasing this again because I have a Patrick Ta, I think they call it like the CC or something, and like injection. And I'm gonna use that as my morning like lip thing as I'm getting ready. And yeah, so I'm gonna get rid of this. I do have a tinted version of this as well. I have like a lip gloss that's basically the same thing. So again, I might flip-flop between that and the Patrick Ta one. But I do like the Too Faced one as like to wear it out because it does have an actual tint to it. The Patrick Ta one is just pink, so you don't really notice the color as much. So it's more similar to this. So yeah, really happy to finish this guy out because I've actually been pretty close to finishing this for a while, and then I was kind of dragging it at the end there and kind of forgetting about it. It's like, just finish her up and get her in an empty so we can call her done and move on with our lives. So it's really nice for me to finish a lip gloss because I have way too many and I've purchased way too many this year. So to get one out, even though it's a mini, it's still a success for me. So empties, again, not a bad month, but not super stellar. Dollar-wise, kind of low. Value was $63.43. Retail value was $126.49, and I finished 11 items, so not bad, kind of middle of the road for me. But I'm pretty cool about that. Like I'm not mad. I do have a few more Bath and Body Works things that are very close to being done, and I have at least one more for sure, and I have a few shampoos that are very close to being done. I might have a couple more makeup items, so next month there'll definitely be at least a handful of empties. Like it won't be one of those months where I'm like, oh god, there's nothing. I definitely will have a few things. Yeah, so I'll put my buys, the things I paid for, things that I brought in, the haul here, and then the good buys here, so we can just see side by side again. Unbalanced. I'm still bringing in way more than I'm saying goodbye to, but this is, you know, again, this is the way I would normally be. Like I'm not, again, trying to like game the system in either sense. I'm not doing any points. I'm not like rewarding myself or denying myself. I guess I do deny myself, but I'm trying to be budgeting mindful with my purchases without a specific budget. But yeah, this is how I would roll kind of normally if, you know, I was just kind of buying. So it's kind of an eye-opener to see, you know, we kind of bring in a lot more than I am finishing. And, you know, that's maybe not super great. So next year things are going to change a little bit, at least for a while. But for now, that is my buys and buys for the month of November. If you like this video, feel free to give it a little thumbs up down below. And if you haven't already, I would love it if you subscribe to my channel here in Toronto, Canada. I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you sometime soon. Bye.